Alright, week 2 of this prep. So this week I will start my conventional. I will start pulling sumo for my deadlifts. Why? I feel that like with a decent prep with sumo underneath my belt, I could probably push my sumo further with less risk of injury. Now, like, one of my main concerns with this whole prep is hurting like that scar tissue in my bum. So, because I'm squatting, like the goal is to squat it's meant to be 365, but in my head I keep saying 375. So I feel like that's the number I really want to push for. I just keep blunting it because I want to take that 125 kilo record. I'm aware I'm record chasing and I'm competing in a federation purely to chase a record, but you know what, I'm also supporting my mate's gym and lifting with mates, and this is something I wanted to do at Nationals 2019. So this week, start pulling sumo. Nothing is heavy yet, right? Like there's nothing in this training block that you would class as heavy this week. It doesn't really get heavy until week 10, I think. And then I'll put on wraps and my belt. So it's like a 25-week prep or something. It may get heavy week 7. I'm not really too sure. It's around that time frame. Anyway, so yeah, Sunday, heading to Derrimut's in Windsor Gardens. The reason for that is I just kind of like on a Sunday to cruise to a different gym, experience it. I've got my deadlifts and like deadlift accessories today, and then tomorrow I'll do my training at home for my bench and a couple bench accessories. So the way it's working this week is it will definitely be Sunday, Derrimut's, Windsor, and then Monday at home, Tuesday at home, Wednesday Derrimut's Port Adelaide, Thursday Derrimut's Port Adelaide, for Friday Derrimut's in Port Adelaide again. So I'm probably till week 7 till it starts getting heavy. I'll keep doing 6 days a week because I like training and it feels nice. But yeah, apart from that, this week I start pulling sumo. This will be my first sumo session, and also the first week just squatting in flats. Last week I put my Jordans on for Friday night squat session, and it felt significantly better than my heeled squat session on Wednesday. So keep doing that, but I'll wear Hyper KOs all week just because they are my preferred shoe, unless I feel like shit Wednesday, and then I'll go with Jordans on Friday again. But yeah, that is this week's fucking intro, I guess. Okay, week 2 recap. Sunday did deadlifts. Now these felt reasonable. I'm not gonna say good because I'm still learning sumo, but I'm comparing these to the session I just did, and these felt much better. So it's kind of a bit of a note to myself that I need to make sure my hips are open. My hips felt kind of like janky today in comparison to that session, although I am rather underslept today. This session felt good. I went hook grip the entire session. With my main work, I think with my back down work, I went with a over under grip. Main point there, I need to learn to extend my hips more, but it felt good. Like I felt it in my quads. So this is my back down work, which honestly, look at it. You can see me, I can see I'm struggling to get into position. But I'm rotating my hips much better, but my thoracic extension is fucking terrible. Now, that's fine as far as I'm concerned if I'm pulling with like a dropped rib cage. And it's hard to tell this way whether I'm pulling with my feet or my back. That rep there is definitely me pulling with my back and not using my feet. But I do have that weird hip extension. So like there where my feet are heaps closer, these felt fucking really, really, really snappy. I need to pull my chest up a little bit more. I need to film that actually from the side so I can see how far over my body is with my arms, because it looks like I'm very, very far over. Now, back down work with conventional, It feels really good from blocks, except these blocks are terrible. So I'm really looking forward to going to 618 barbell and getting my training in there for my deadlift days. These actually felt relatively good. Side note, with not wearing a belt for this first block, I think it's taxing me more than normal. This week was quite hard. I've never done this much direct hamstring work. So the time I took off to do like more like bodybuilding stuff when I moved to Adelaide has now resulted in me having a much better idea of like hip extension and being able to do complete like hamstring work. So look, these smoked my hamstrings, and also on this day I've got glute ham raise as well. So it's just a lot of direct hamstring work like block pulls and everything. Monday's bench session, I fucked up my weight. This is about 7 kilos over what I'm meant to bench. However, it felt okay. Back downs felt good. I'm going with a much more stacked position with my wrist over my elbow, a much more flared elbow position, which seems to be feeling really, really, really nice. With accessory work, but yeah, with that bench, that flared position, it seems really nice. I like having lat pull downs in there for upper back development. I really like the vibe of training at home. There's something about that I like the vibe of, which I think I might try to do a little bit more. I just need to buy some more weights to do that, because I really quite like the vibe of just training at home at the moment. Tuesday, I don't think I totally forgot. I don't think I filmed my overhead press sets on Tuesday. That's the day I keep missing, because the day I keep forgetting to film. Yeah, there was no overhead pressing Tuesday. This is still like this is Monday. This is like a kettlebell fly press thing. It feels really good. It feels really hard. They're only 15 kilo dumbbells, kettlebells, and I'm fucking struggling with it. So it feels really nice. But Tuesdays, I didn't film my overhead press when I it was rushed. I was rushed for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, so Tuesdays was overhead press and like rear delt fly. I was really tired this week, so really accumulating like that volume. I get used to, there we go, that fatigue. These felt okay. I think a little bit of a wider foot position would be better for me. But the highlight, I guess, obviously this week for me, squatting. Not the highlight, but the thing that's really throwing my week off. So I haven't squatted 150 for fives in a long time. Even though it's like 50% of my max squat. This is no wraps, no belt, and I'm back in flat. So this is actually this is harder than I think than my heeled squats, to be fair. I don't know why, I don't know what the deal is, whether I'm unconditioned, I don't really know why. And that's a much wider stance than I've ever used before. So it looks better, it feels like I've got better control over my knees and my ankles. That right leg, so watching it is like right side, so yeah, right side. Left, whatever, is caving in still. This is my second set of bench. I didn't put my first bench in there because that wide position with the grip, my grip's out, is wider, and that real sort of flared elbow position feels really nice. Now, obviously with Derrimets, I can't film a heap of my accessory work because there's a million cunts there. But Friday nights, well, I just repeated my squat session, and that's all I did. Friday night, I was cooked. So I just did my 3 sets of 5 at 150. I think this is like my second session. So I'm doing too much volume through my quads. So what I'm going to do this week is go in and essentially do my main work and then do one accessory movement and go. Because I think I'm just doing too much work. Recovering. My deadlifts today were fucking garbage. And because I'm pulling sumo, this will be next week's video, but I'm doing too much work. And my best looking squat's my third set, which I just didn't get done. I did it, but I didn't film it, so it'll be interesting. Yeah, week 2 recap. Went alright. Need to cut my volume a bit.